Two times, what up? I gotta level my dude up, bro. Ravens Joe, what up? I really should have been leveled my guy up. Look at all this stuff I got that I ain't been using. I'm smoking. All right. Just got in from the night class. Was good, man. We had a shop talk earlier, and then my kids ain't feeling good, and they done got me sick. So your boy is just in here. We're gonna do a little something. Nah, this Fallout 76. Yeah, that flu B ain't nothing to play with, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That flu B ain't nothing to play with, my boy. I need to get some food. I gotta raise some food. My dude finna start acting crazy because he ain't had nothing to eat. That's the one thing about this game is like, man, you gotta get food, you gotta get water. It's like so much stuff you gotta keep up with. Relationships. Alright, there's gotta be some food in this hole. Man, this post-apocalypse bugs be doing the most, bro. Bro, I ain't eating no bugs. We're gonna have to find some steak or something around this house. Man, these boys living in the upside down. Damn, Ella. What happened to Ella? Let me see what she got. Ella had a shotgun, though. Damn, Ella. Fucking shit got to my girl. These weak ass mosquitoes. I'm not going past midnight tonight, y'all. Talk to me though, man. Anything y'all didn't get in the shop talk, if y'all want to rap on it, y'all can. It's just a dedication. I'm in here even when I ain't feeling good, y'all.
Fight is just beginning. Stay disciplined.
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was. Go home. Let us take care of things here.
You finish such a weak ass up. Both. E2, what's good, my boy? We did a whole shop talk this morning. I mean, not this morning, but earlier. Make sure you tapped in on that YouTube, E2. I kind of went over where I think they'll go at. Like, if there's a Trey Henderson, if there's Boy Mafe, Adafio Way, all these players available, I just don't see a reason why Franklin Myers. I don't see why you wouldn't try to get one. It take the pressure off the draft. You know what I'm saying? To where you go in the draft, if if you go in the draft and Ruben Bain and RVL Reese off the board, and you don't believe in David Bailey like that, like, you feel me? You still got options. Like, you know what I'm saying? E2, don't put yourself in a position where you gotta take this player or that player.
July 15th, 2079. Wow. Who would have thought a little radiation would turn this world upside down? We were down in those bunkers for what? A couple of years? There's no way radiation did all this all by itself in that amount of time. I mean, first off, this place is crawling with those orange red vines, the likes of which there is no precedent for. I saw a toad that wouldn't even fit in a bathtub. A 12-point with 2 heads. Be still my heart. And insects, oh, you don't even want to know about. I've started taking samples for analysis. Hopefully the plants can still be used for some good old holistic treatments. Raleigh's getting to work on a series of tests for the water and soil. I don't know. I guess we can count ourselves lucky the air is breathable. But this place, I grew up here, and I barely recognize it. There's no way we were prepared for this. Toxicity levels, slight mutations, yes, but I'm telling you, Darwin would lose his mind out here.
They ain't got nothing down here. These folks ain't had no food. They was down here suffering. Fuck. I don't know what these folks is down here doing.
missed Abigail and Calvin. I've instructed Ella to give you this holotape on the event of my death. Please don't blame anything you're about to hear on her. These are my wishes. Ella has respected them, and I expect you to as well. I've been diagnosed with Parkinson's. I've still got plenty of time to live a normal life. Well, normal as can be expected. But the time will come where my health will deteriorate and I can no longer care for myself. I love you both tremendously, and you know that, but I will not be a burden to you, my children. Especially in these dark times. If everything has gone according to plan, hopefully my death has meant something. Please understand why I chose not to tell you. Abby, you are smart enough to see our work through till the end. Abby, you're turning into such a fine young man, your mother would have been proud, but not as proud as me. You two, take care of each other. You're going to make it through this. I know it.
He running. Boy, you can't shoot. You better hide. Come on. Them boys be wanting to jump. When they gotta fight one on one or at a distance, they don't want the smoke. Boy, you ain't ducking. You mad, ain't you? You mad? Blowing your load down there. Blowing your load. Stick your little dumb ass head out. There's one more y'all down there. Boy, you way too slow. Y'all boys thought shit was sweet. Boy, you thought shit was sweet. Boy, I saw your ass again. know one thing. You run across these camps, these folks don't be having no food. I see why y'all boys is savages. Y'all ain't got no food. Boy, I ain't found no food on no raid in a minute. Bro Roger ain't had no gun. He was fully committed though. Damn.
Raleigh's got a few schematics stashed away that can help you protect it from all this swamp. It'll help you blend in, make it hard for nature's latest evolutionary wonders to spot you. So could be useful. Abby out.
Is it recording? Make sure it's recording.
I got it, Eddie. It's recording. Jesus.
All right, Madigan. You want to explain why we found you out there tampering with our stuff?
Hey, you guys are always holed up in your bunkers. How else can I get your attention? Besides, a crazy contraption like that? Of course I'm gonna try to figure it out. By the way you guys came out, fully armed and ready to fight, I'm guessing it's pretty big.
What you nearly broke was a Scorch Beast lure. Best defense we have against them.
Whoa, you telling me you're luring those things down? You got some balls, Free States. Even with your numbers. Taking on a beast is no easy task.
It doesn't just lure them down. We found some research and tech at one of the Brotherhood's old outposts. Hell, realized if we can blast a Scorch Beast with a certain frequency, it disorients it long enough for us to go in and take it out. Neeraj and Abby started working on the tech. We tested it. And it works.
This is a real game changer, Raleigh. If what you say is true.
It's true, Hank. The system would be done if it weren't for those damn raiders.
Look, if this is as big as you think it is, fire breathers can handle any raiders. But I need to know how the system works and see it in action first.
If you think we're gonna just reveal our work to an ex-Brotherhood member, think again. You wanna see how this system works, well, you got some serious trust to earn.
Bro, these folks ain't got no food. I'm about to die. Damn. Man, that shit just. Baseball uniform.
If you're hearing this, it should mean you've got yourself 5 upgraded detector motors and 1 working uplink. Now for the fun part. First, you need to repair the damaged scorch detectors in the mire. Second, that communications uplink needs to be set up on the antenna at top of the world. You may or may not have encountered a lovely Miss Nanny there that goes by the name Rose. I programmed a holotape you want to give her along with the uplink. It explains how she can benefit from all this and get her to help us out. The only way we get that uplink set up is through that Miss Nanny. And finally, once you're done, you get to come all the way back here. Yep, that's right. We're not done yet.
Man, I gotta go get this shit. Since I upgraded my character, though, some of this shit is easier. I'm gonna use all my money for fast traveling. Well, I hate walking around and shit. Well, I'm trying. Well, I'm trying to make it to midnight. Oh shit, I ain't got time to be dealing with these niggas. Boy, I ain't got time to be playing with them. Some of them robots eat too many bullets. Boy, I ain't got time to be playing with y'all. As long as it ain't no damn Death Claw, I'm straight. If it's a Death Claw, we fucked up. Bro, some of them robots and some of them Death Claws, I just can't deal with them. Even with my upgrades, they just eat bullets. How far? I'm pretty far in. I've been kind of hooked on this shit. I'm about to start watching The Expanse. Death Claws be on your kids got me sick, but Death Claws and Assaultron be on your ass. Like, cause Death Claws is just too fast, bro. I think when you watch the show, you don't have a full appreciation for what a Death Claw is, because the ghoul kind of kill him easy. But them Death Claws ain't nothing to fuck with. Right, it's like Maximus is like the best soldier with the armor. Then the ghoul is 200 years old, so like he know how to fuck with everything. See, this Protectron. That Protectron, if he against you, bro, hang it up.
I hate this misty, foggy crap. It's too. My poor robot. All of a sudden, he won't move.
Yeah, Meeks. I mean,
Be my guest.
everybody got flu
Look
B
at him.
in my kids' school.
Morning.
Protect and serve.
I was afraid I'd have to abandon him. Oh my god! He's up and running.
I mean, the Fallout TV show is so good. I don't know if it's just because Walton Goggins is so good. And then, you know me, I watch those YouTube, like, new rock stars and people like that with fan theories and shit. And, like, they saying that, that the mixed girl that's with Norm is really Janie. If that's true, that's just gonna flip the show on his head. Like, the Enclave is really serious. Like, what's crazy about the show is like based on like the Cold War era, the early Cold War era. So like we all grew up in the 80s with like the Red Dawn, Russian threat. That's like when shit was like still like what's crazy is like that's when shit was like still analog. Shit wasn't really digital yet. So to see like that, like when you think about Warner Von Braun, Operation Paperclip, and all that, like honestly, Fallout is like now we in perpetual forever wars in the Middle East, in Africa, and South America, like they literally just have one where it's like, what if the Cold War reached?
Target acquired. You human.
Bro, I didn't even see you.
Because
You can't be serious.
a joke. Fortunately, your combat ability is just as bad as your sense.
Walking simulator game.
Got you.
It's like when honestly when Coop when Cooper whatchamacallit, when he talked to Robco, he started seeing everything, and he talked to the Native American. It's like that's like pre-internet, pre-technology, to the point that the regular citizens is still kind of like how when Hank put the chip in himself, like people people believed everything the government said at the time. People believed everything that the news said. So it's like that show is like how people would have been in the 50s and 60s when people sit in front of the radio and listen to a presidential speech or something as if it's like gold.
Are you standing around wasting time because you can't figure out how to get back down there? Do you need a little push? For me? How thoughtful. Now, let's see. Doesn't appear to be a virus.
Knowing
Good
that
scan for...
Zuckerberg and all these people really do have Fallout bunkers.
You see, told you that gal was smart. Like I said, can't rebuild the Raiders with
COVID,
spores crawling all over
all
the
this
place.
different stuff is like
This is not like I'm risking my life here.
they never really stopped it.
So,
You know what I'm saying?
looks
Like,
you got yourself a deal. I just
and
didn't
this show
know
does a
exactly
good
how
job
to
of showing
I've included instructions
the
on how
the
to
forced
install
evolutionary
these, but I
virus,
need 'em. So you're off the hook there.
how
I guess
people
all you have to do is make it back to her bunker for the next step.
become resourceful. Like
Hear that, Madigan? It's me.
when they have the Kaiser and the Caesar, that shit is so funny. Like people probably don't think that shit is funny, but that shit is like next level funny. That like they saying Caesar and Kaiser wrong, but like realistically, probably in the world that we live in, like going back to like Younger Dryas period and coming up, it probably really is a lot of things that we do that's like ass backwards, and people don't think about stuff like that. But my wife speak French, so sometimes when I say words, she be like, "You mean da 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 da?" And I be like, you know what I'm saying? Like in America, we would laugh at somebody if they said the word wrong, but then we saying like French root words, Latin root words, Spanish root words, and we're saying it like 1,000% wrong. So when I watch them do it and talk to them like they dumb because he telling him like, man, you don't say Caesar like that, that's Kaiser. Like, it's funny to watch in the show. Then people's like, what do you mean? Like, it's Kaiser. You know, it's like shit like that be beyond funny to me. Like most people probably don't find that shit funny, but I think that shit is like seriously, Meeks, it's hilarious that Macaulay Culkin is sitting there saying Kaiser. You know, it's like instead of Caesar, and like Bro, you guys are idiots. And then like when Hank put that chip and he make the chip so small to where the chip is controlling people that's like barbarians act normal. It's like through social engineering, it's like the show breaks it down as if it's just a chip. The show breaks it down as if it's just a chip.
First step is cake. Look in my desk for a holotape
But
master. It's got everything you're gonna need to get this done.
that's exactly what it is though. You know what I'm saying? Like social engineering will have
Armory access on the main entrance terminal to get inside. Once it's been uploaded and installed, I've got another recording set up for you. So make sure you're
social engineering is like what would make a prison person go through a certain program and rehabilitate to just being high. You know, it's like it's crazy to watch how they do it. Yeah, the chip is a metaphor for social engineering. It's just like watching Blade Runner. In Blade Runner, they was trying to articulate how the future would look. So like the future was so dark on Blade Runner. You walk in the room, the lights come on. You couldn't tell the difference between AI and humans. You know what I'm saying? In Armory Terminal. Okay. Like you in Blade Runner, they couldn't tell the difference between an AI and a person. And the only way they could tell is by scanning your eyes. So now you got a cell phone that scans your eyes, that tells your phone that it's you to open up. It's not how can I put this? It's not necessarily the same thing, but it's the same thing. It's like, how else will we be able to identify a person? We used to think the retina scan like but it's just your phone. So they did a good job of trying to explain what it would look like. But it's like if you went and took the caveman and gave him an iPad, him trying to explain what an iPad looked, he would be probably telling his people like it's a glowing rock. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh, it's not a fucking glowing rock. It's a tablet. It's an iPad. So like watching that shit in the show of like the Pip Boy is like an Apple Watch or an iPhone, but it's so big and so analog that like it looks funny because like if you ain't part of the shit, like you ain't got an Apple Watch or an iPhone and you can't be part of society and shit. It's just funny to watch that shit, like the way they do it on the show. And that's how it really is. Sci-fi is fun because they get to play on the imagination. We won't have the flying cars, but the AI shit is here. And the thing about the flying cars is, on Blade Runner, when they was riding around, the computer drove the car like a Tesla. It just was an old 1970s analog computer. But when you went past the billboards, they had the electronic billboards on the skyline, and like we have that now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they didn't have electronic billboards in the 70s. So it's like they anticipated how it would look. Like sci-fi shit in movies like Belly. Oh shit. Golden Entertainment. And then I'm about to start watching The Expanse, and I'm watching Love is Blind and Singles Inferno with my wife. So it's like double dip the chip with some relationship shit. But it's funny to watch the sci-fi part, like Belly, like when they said that was Hype Williams' only movie he ever did, and saying that like it was futuristic because the clothes and the stuff that they had in the movie was like they said they didn't have any clothes from modern shit. They had designers make shit, and they kind of dictated how people would wear clothes. The same with sci-fi is like a good sci-fi is gonna dictate people's imagination to what they think the future would look like. And it's cool to watch Fallout because a 1950s, 1960s adaptation to what the future would look like is just funny. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just funny because it's silly as some of it may look. Social engineering, people putting chips in the back of their head that controls their whole mindset. It's kind of like upload, like people about to die and they upload their consciousness to they upload their consciousness to whatchamacallit. They load their consciousness in to continue living forever, but then they have to pay for in-app shit. So if it's like shit that they want to buy in the afterlife, their family gotta pay for it. Like shit's just crazy, bro.
To get to Raleigh's terminal and use that master holotape to download his routing schematics. We need them to set up the communication network for the uplinks and tie everything together.
It really did. I love sci-fi though, because sci-fi gets to like test the imagination. But we live in a time where if you can imagine some shit, it can be built.
So you may need to dodge a few turrets.
I didn't really like Upload, but like the concept of it, I was like, okay. I'm starting to watch The Expanse. So I'm gonna start watching The Expanse this week. AI might put us out of here, bro. But if you watch Sean Ryan had this lady who wrote a book on the nuclear holocaust. You know, like she was talking about like the Russian dead hand system, all this different stuff of like how many she's talking about how many nukes each country had, which countries was on the verge of having nuclear armament. Like shit's crazy when you think about like what a nuclear winter would really look like. This show is like the perfect perfect thing. And then on this game you have to worry about like clean water. Then even if you get clean water, there's like people who don't want human evolution to show people's the human what you call it what's the word, not durability, what's the word, the resiliency of human beings. Like the resiliency of human beings is just funny. Yeah, when you see exactly what the nuclear arsenal between the US and Russia really was. Oh my God, bro, what the? once you see that, you just like, oh my God, like, bro, like, at their peak, you know, like, the U.S. and Russia is like sitting on like 3,000 nuclear missiles that, like, if somebody got a hold of it and just exploded it where it was at, you know, people wouldn't be able to drink water. It'd be like Chernobyl. All these things is just crazy to think about. Like, we was that close to it. Watching the show Fallout just tells you like how close we was to shit being all over. And then what's even spookier is the people making the decisions, like the Rob Coes and, like, you know, because I'm a James Bond fanatic, right? And if you look at James Bond, like No Time to Die is COVID, you know, Living Daylights is the Mujahideen, you know, like you go through all these different things. It's like, wait a minute, like James Bond was there with the heroin trade with Nicky Barnes. He was there with the Silicon Valley with Christopher Walken. You like, they really showed you, even on Tomorrow Never Dies, it's like Elon Musk, right? Like, this guy wants to take over the whole world through media, creating stories for clicks. That's exactly what Zuckerberg got sued over. Inflating numbers on Facebook that made him tens and hundreds of millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy to think that those were movies, those were sci-fi movies, but those sci-fi movies, those sci-fi movies really was like the telltale of like how the world would be in the future. And it's really crazy. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you watch Oppenheimer, and like, here's a guy who makes the atomic bomb when they know the hydrogen bomb is more powerful than the atomic bomb. Like, who's the person that decides who and where we're gonna drop an atomic bomb on a whole civilization of people? Now, this might sound crazy, and I'm a U.S. citizen, so like, you know, I have to say, like, I'm glad we had it and not them for my ancestors. But like, how Japanese people is like not mad at U.S. people forever is wild. Like, them people got a very good connection with God that, you know, we dropped an atomic bomb on their ancestors, and like they still like don't take us like ready to pull up on us like that. Like Middle Eastern, some of the people, they like, all right, bro, we not playing with y'all. But like for Japanese people, them the ones that really should be like, bro, y'all dropped the atomic bomb on my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I guess they have a better understanding of war and what war really is and what it means. But shit is really crazy. Like, I'm black and I still feel some type of way about slavery. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, we dropped the atomic bomb on their grandparents and they just like, man, it's part of the game, bro. If we would have had it first, we would have dropped that shit on y'all. That's crazy. But it's like, them the people who got the books of the Art of War, and you know how shit go in war. All's fair in love in war. Shit's crazy. Right, forever. Like, bro, I'm not I'm not like some bitter person because of how shit was, right? But certain places I be at, I ain't gonna let certain shit slide, you know? Alert. Has two likenesses. Erupt. T. Could be R. E. A. L. Definitely are. Like, I had a mentor. One time he spoke at Birmingham Southern. I went and listened to him do like this religious symposium.
I think it's time we claim the armory as our own territory.
And
I'll need to get Eddie and Neeraj to help out with some security measures.
he basically like did a breakdown on how like the biggest similarities between all the on this big whiteboard between all the Abrahamic faiths and all the world religions. It all boiled down to one thing, and like that was one of the dopest things I ever seen somebody do.
No for an answer. Well, they got another thing coming if they try that over here, and we need to be ready.
But the crazy part about it, Meeks, is the reason why people don't understand why people don't hate us as much as we would hate somebody else.
You're legitimately triggering this next message. If not,
America hasn't been around but since 1776. America is still a baby. Like, think about how long Rome was.
want to find Senator Sam Blackwell's terminal and use the master holotape to
How long the Roman Empire lasted.
It should be
How
fun
long
since you get
the
to visit the
seafaring
one and only Charleston Capitol building.
empires lasted.
Still intact last I saw.
Like,
Then,
we haven't really been around. We like smelling ourselves, so to speak. We kind of knew.
piece of cake, right? Right.
When we watch shows of like England and the Vikings, that shit is going back like 2,000 years and it feel ancient. In America, we go back to the 50 years ago shit, seem ancient, you know what I'm saying? So it's like Asian people got a written history of who was the king and kings, like the Egyptians, like all these people have like written history of who the leaders of their civilizations was going back 5,000 years or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So we kind of like high key, kind of late to the party. Sam's terminal. Where the fuck is Sam's terminal at? Where's Sam's shit? Where's Sam's terminal? God, that shit is all the way in Charleston. I mean, and they got pictures, drawings of these people. They got written history of these people, like bloodlines and shit. So it's like people don't realize, you know, an American person will be looking down on somebody Chinese. They're like, man, I could go back and look at my family history for 4,000 years. Like how you gonna treat me like I ain't human or some shit? I think it would explain to people, Japanese, Chinese, Korean, these other nationalities, they plans might be 500 years long or 1,000 years long. I mean, we thinking about tomorrow. Them people thinking about, man, how we finna handle business 500 years from now. Like, they'll make a 500-year play to deplete your resources. You know what I'm saying? Come here, bud. I understand, bro. You wanted to get me real bad. Bro ran up on me with some chalk in his hand. You can't be serious. That M1 get you up out of here. Man, the fast traveling save your life when you start getting some of those perks. Izzy, what's good? Bruh's eating shotgun shells. Off your feet, boy. That boy got beer and all kind of shit in here. He definitely was the boss. Oh, I'm definitely the ghoul out here. I like the old word. Oh shit, bro, just really opened the door on me. Wow. This Fallout 76. Oh, this one is West Virginia. This one's West Virginia. I don't know how to pick these locks though. Like I really suck at picking the locks. Not that is. Man, what? That's real skill. Like playing this game after they've made like 50 of them and you've never played one feels so awkward, right? Imagine if you never played Madden and you was playing Madden like, oh shit. How far behind you be. That's how I feel playing this game, like learning everything over and over. Damn, bro, I get it. I understand, bro. In the 2010s, yeah.
Pat yourself on the back, because you just got yourself some top secret security codes off a U.S. Senator's terminal. Next up, the closest relay tower you can find, where you get to upload all that hard-earned data. You're officially halfway done with the final part of this process. I mean, it's not like I'll ever really know, but one can hope, right?
Fallout New Vegas, that's what I'm hearing. That's when they really cared about storylines and You got some aim on, bro. Probably so. Probably so. She. Two first and a second is hard to pass up.
Listen up. All Blood Eagles out there are invited to a show. We captured Beckett. If you want to see blood, roast a pig, come on down to Poseidon. Bring your friends. If they ain't Blood Eagles, they'll get shredded too.
Yeah, see, this kind of put me in the mode of The Witcher, is why I like it. It's a different pace of game. I can stop and talk to the chat and not really. Yeah, Xbox 360 did that thing. It's like it's just a different speed of game. Like last year, trading out a 35 for a second and a third when we didn't have a third was great. Because it was Kevin Winston and Femi. I ain't sure she. But I just like the speed of the game because when I do shop talk for an hour or 90 minutes, I'm like dialed in on the chat and what I want to talk about. When I'm streaming, I could just sit and just talk. Even though today, like, I feel like shit. Football all season is fun.
And identify yourself.
Oh shit, I'm fucked up. fasting though. You feel? Yeah, she said he on Ramadan, so he definitely fasting. I didn't even see your weak ass.
Howdy, stranger. Ugh. Oh, God. Scenario 5. A worst case. This recording means my bunker is running on auxiliary power. You have, ideally, 4 hours, potentially less.
Yeah, when you have kids and
Hopefully not the only one.
it's hard because the kids are always eating. You on a different schedule. You don't sleep well. All these different things is what cause you to eat.
My brother, Dad, can't win 'em all, Abby. And yours truly, of course.
Dad bar full effect.
Now whenever the Scorched are around, the detectors will pick them up and broadcast a message to your Pip-Boy. All that's left is the means to fight them off. If you haven't already, check my terminal to read about the traps we've created for the Scorch beasts. Hopefully, they're still in working order, and they're your best bet at making those flying freaks manageable. Beyond that, the only ones with any real
Yeah, dad weight is crazy.
Obviously,
My kids,
but they pack some serious
fruit snacks,
firepower. They took their last stand
goldfish,
somewhere in the fog at a place called Fort Defiance.
crackers,
But thanks to their
chips,
code names,
ice
I have no
cream,
idea where it is.
ramen
We'll wanna start
noodle,
at Camp
pho
Venture,
noodle,
Eddie's old survival
rice,
training center.
all
I've
the
also
shit
put
that make your
everything I've
ass
got on the
fat.
Brotherhood under an entry called Fort Defiance on my
Oh, she
terminal.
breastfeeding, it's over for
Good
you.
luck out there. And
Meeks, only thing you could do is wake up before everybody else and give yourself like either a walking pad
our lives and all this
or
meant something.
like just do air squats and shit. Like that's about all I can get. I got resistance bands, and if I can get some air squats in to start the day before everybody get up, you know, I feel like I've. It's just a season, but it's so hard if you get sick or shit come up. It's way harder to lose it the older you get. All right, let's see. Like right now, my body is pain and I'm cold. But I know I'm not really cold, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's like I'm cold and everything kind of like painful and hurt. I was holding the baby, doing squats with him. That's where the dash didn't come from. Just holding your kid all day. Yeah, you're not lying. But it's midnight. I gotta go take my medicine. My youngest child, y'all seen her come in here, is like get on me like a cat at night to go to sleep. But it's what she feels comfortable with is what makes her happy. So definitely, definitely finna go make that shake. Shop talk will go up at 7 a.m. Man, today I was on the marketplace and this one was $20. I've been had that one, but it was one for like $15. The lady would not respond to my message. I'm like, bro, like, lady, I'll be on the way. I'll pay you an extra few bucks. Like, let me come get that so I can finish my stream setup. Like, I'm not paying $100 for some stupid ass white shift. I get one off the marketplace. I'll be patient and then, cause I mean, ain't nothing going in there but shoes I'm selling and shit anyway. So, stream room almost done. I'll start back on the Black History thing that I'll try to put out before the end of the month. I only got like 10 days. But I appreciate y'all OGs. I know Meeks, when you said like numbers will never be the same if we're not playing Madden, but I honestly don't care. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I'm making other content that's, you know, has purpose for me. And I got a secondary page I'm about to start uploading alternate content on. Man, shout out to LMG. LMG has 4 million followers. He just hit crazy milestone for LMG. That's how your youngest son. Definitely gonna start my upload and go to sleep. Appreciate y'all, man. God first in the chat.